Peter. It's about upcoming adoption of UN resolution on Srebrenica. What is EU's position on this, and what are your expectations from candidate countries, especially front runners, Montenegro and Serbia, in this regard? Thank you.
Peter. Well, the European Union is not a member with the voting rights in the UN, so this is not really for us to comment. But when it comes to Srebrenica and the issue of genocide in Srebrenica, the position of the European Union and its institutions is very clear. And it's being repeated every July on the anniversary of this terrible event in the European history. There is no question about the fact that there was genocide in Srebrenica. There cannot be any denial, any relativization of the genocide in Srebrenica. And whether there was a genocide in Srebrenica or not is not a matter of opinion. It's a decision of international judicial bodies. The International Court has, for the former Yugoslavia, the ICTY and other international bodies, International Court of Justice, they have said very clearly in 2007 that there was a genocide committed in Srebrenica. So everyone has to accept it, everyone has to respect it, and anyone trying to put it in doubt has no place in Europe.
Augustine.
Thank you. Peter, I mean, every year you are repeating, I mean, even your predecessors, that there is no place in Europe for those who deny genocide. But denial of genocide is official position of Republic of Serbia, official position of many political parties from Bosnia-Herzegovina and Montenegro. So, and there is place for them. They are received here. You speak to them. And yesterday, Commissioner Farheli participated in the press conference with President of Serbia when he, in presence of the Commissioner, announced that they are having emergency and flying to New York to prevent this resolution. So what does it mean there is no place in Europe for denial of genocide? And maybe, Eric, you can answer this. What is the position of the Commission President on the position expressed by Commissioner Farheli yesterday in Belgrade? Does he represent the entire Commission, or it was his personal opinion what he said there?
Thank you. All I can say is that the President was traveling yesterday, as you know. In fact, the candidate, rather, was traveling yesterday, and the positions expressed by the Commissioner are his own. The President has no comment on this, but I think that the important point is that what Peter says when they have no place in Europe is they have no place in Europe as members of the European Union, obviously. That is, I think, the very specific vocabulary that we mean when we say they have no place in Europe.
Indeed, just to add on Commissioner Varhelyi, I said that the European Union and its institutions are recalling the EU's position on Srebrenica genocide every year. Every year it's a statement by High Representative and Commissioner for Enlargement and Neighbourhood. So if you look back, I mean, the position of Commissioner Varhelyi is stated very clearly in these statements. And the second thing, as Eric said, I mean, the EU will not tolerate anyone among its members, among its actors, anyone who is trying to deny the genocide, relativize the genocide, or try to glorify war criminals. And this is something we are conveying to the countries and to the partners who want to become part of Europe, part of the European Union, that we expect all political actors in the Western Balkans to refrain from any actions and rhetorics that could put in doubt their European credentials and that could be seen as denial of the horrible things that happen in Srebrenica.
Any other questions for Peter on this? No? Any other questions on foreign affairs issues for Peter or for Nabila? Yeah. Oh, sorry, apologies. I had missed that there were some hands raised on Interaxio. Tamara, I believe you were on the same subject.
It's not the same, but it's some kind of related. So I was wondering, how does the EU comment that Pristina authorities prevented the head of Serbian Orthodox Church, Patriarch Porphyria, along with 7 bishops from entering the territory of Kosovo and Metohija yesterday, the day before, before the tomorrow's continuation of the dialogue between Belgrade and Pristina? Thank you.
Thanks, Tamara. The visit of Patriarch Porphyria to Kosovo was notified, so it was notified in line with the relevant dialogue agreements and should have been allowed to proceed, should have been allowed to go ahead. By rejecting his entry, the Kosovo government has not only violated the 2014 arrangements for official visits, but also blatantly ignored the importance the Serbian Orthodox Church continues to have for parts of the citizens of Kosovo. And this is going against the fundamental principles of any multi-ethnic and tolerant democratic society. So yet again, the European Union continues and repeats its call for full and unconditional implementation of all dialogue agreements and commitments, including that one on official visits.
On this?
Yes, just a short follow-up, Peter. So is it going to be on one of the topics tomorrow also, beside the topics of dinner and Euro? Thank you.
Well, the meeting tomorrow is focused on a very special agenda, but I would assume that we never miss an opportunity to deliver our messages, our expectations, or our unhappiness with the actions and steps and decisions by individual parties at every opportunity when we meet them. But of course, it's not a full-blown agenda item, because the tomorrow's meeting is very busy to try to solve the issue which the previous meetings were also trying to solve, namely the issue of the impact of the dinar decision of the Kosovo Central Bank.
Thank you. I see no further questions on this issue, so we move on to other foreign affairs issues. Go ahead.
Oui, bonjour.